Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to every single one of you out there watching this video. Welcome to today's gaming news. We have plenty to talk about, so let's get started with it looked like it will never happen. I don't mean it like it was impossible for Microsoft to acquire Activision. More of, it felt like it wasn't happening in our timeline. A bit exaggerated, I'll take it, but it felt like that for a minute. The FTC and CMA were blocking every possible way, while other regulators gave a green light to the acquisition. And this went on for a good year and something. We're almost about to hit the 2 years. However, it seems this week it will be all over. According to sources from The Verge, Xbox will finish this on October 13, this upcoming Friday. In a previous video, I spoke about the FTC, which seems that will continue to fight the deal, but to no purpose, since the deal can be closed even if they say no. Then, the CMA said last week that it would allow the acquisition to go through as long as a couple of terms were changed. The deadline they placed was Friday last week, and since then, the regulator hasn't opposed it. It should be clear a path for Microsoft to finish up with this. Even publisher Activision has spoken today about adding its games to Game Pass. On Twitter, the publisher posted about its plans for games moving to Game Pass in the course of the next year. The saga of Microsoft versus FTC or CMA is about to be over. What do you guys think? I'm relieved because it was getting difficult to follow all the developments each day. Something new came up, and of course, the drama that came with it. But what do you guys think? We can't stop talking about layoffs. Last couple of weeks, the headline of almost every video game news website had an article about it. It happened to big and small developers, many of those because of terrible mismanagement and mistakes that cost dozens of employees their job, and others just complete gambles to gain profit that now are backfiring horribly. This time, the layoff story continues with Telltale Gates, a company that has been under this light before, and as the phrase goes, history repeats itself. Cinematic artist Johan Huang shared on his Twitter account about the situation, though doesn't go into detail because of an NDA. However, he is able to mention Telltale laid most of us early September. Games industry, we must unionize. His statement was confirmed when Telltale sent Geoff Keighley a message stating, due to market conditions, we regrettably had to let go some of our Telltale team go recently. The post also mentioned that the progress of some of their projects. They are still working on them, but other people say, might be difficult for that. But what makes worse the situation is a previous statement made by Telltale CEO back in August, commenting how everything was going well and there were no problems within the company. Clearly now, a lie. Now, I don't enjoy bringing so many bad news into the video, but here I go again with more bad news, because first I must say, take this with a grain of salt, a huge grain of salt. Because according to leakers, the spin-off of The Last of Us, a multiplayer game known as Factions, is said to have been cancelled. Officially, there's no statement, though a week ago I spoke in a previous video about the layoffs happening over at Naughty Dog after a review of progress from Bungie on the Factions project went into the negatives. Now, a leaker called Viewer Anon, an industry insider, states that the project is dead. Again, take it with a grain of salt. Could be a lie, or dead could mean that the project is on a standstill and maybe not just straight up cancelled. We don't know. If Dead Island 2 was able to make a comeback from development hell, I want to hold hope for Naughty Dog's Factions, okay? Let's hold some hope for this. Now, time for a quick update. Unity's CEO steps down from his position. On Monday, the controversial CEO John Riccitiello has been removed from his position effectively immediately. In his place will be James Whitehurst, at least temporarily. Can this be the light of hope for Unity? It's gonna be hard to tell, but there's still a lot to do for the company to regain the trust from developers. Finally, a friendly reminder for those PC players out there, Steam Next Fest started Monday, October 9th, and will continue till October 16th. In this event, Steam users will be able to try it out around 100 demos of upcoming games, from indie to possibly a couple of AAAs. I will look out for the indie games. There are some gems hidden in the vast library of Steam. So either way, if you play on PC, go and try those demos. It's free! But that's all for this episode. What are your thoughts on this gaming news? Let me know in the comment section. I'm the Honey Badger and I love to talk about everything gaming, from news to games. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and share. It really helps. Don't forget to subscribe. And before I say see you in the next video, thank you for everybody that has subscribed so far. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video with more gaming news. Keep on gaming.